Welcome to Tampa, Raymond James Stadium, and while it is indeed home to the 2021 Super Bowl champion Buccaneers, it is also the home field for the USF Bulls and the clash that we have in store today. What we have in store today, a clash between a pair of squads from the American. As we'll see, the East Carolina Pirates taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the South Florida Bulls. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. And the Pirates will kick it away to start us off. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20.
Will take over. First and 10.
Let's go. Right. Single, single.
They'll try the run. Picks up the first down, still moving. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Here comes the option. He'll pitch it. They use that sideline as a defender and get him out of bounds at the 36.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Might be changing the route. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple. Well, the head coach told us in pregame he liked the way his defense's speed matched up, and it's really hard to get the edge against these guys.
Yeah, and everybody wants to run outside and get their fast guys in space, but you look at how fast these backers close and run to the football, it looks like you've got a little bit of space out wide, and then, boom, it's gone in a hurry.
Taylor wants to throw. Under fire. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. The Bulls will try to pin them back with the punt. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32.
Offense will take over. First and 10.
They'll start this drive going to the air. Caught over the middle. It's Moore. Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10.
Man, you see tight end matchups all over the field all the time now. It used to just be in the red zone. Now you just find the big fella, you put him in the slot, try to give him the ball as much as possible because you know he can make big plays.
Rushes on him. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions, from go to 1 to 2, and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you can tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Stop is made at the 36, but he picked up 10 on that one and has a fresh set of downs. The Pirates getting set on 1st and 10. Gonna look downfield again. Great style points on that catch, but they didn't pick up any yardage.
To the wideout. Loss of 2. Second down coming up.
And the Pirates with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Smith wants to throw. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He would have loved to make the big return there, but he still gives his team the ball at the 37.
You know, I like the decision by the quarterback in terms of where he was going with the ball. Just don't like the accuracy. That was not good location on the throw. Got away from him a little bit, and the defense able to come up with a big pick.
South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job of getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
On 2nd and 10, a 4 wideout set, trips right.
Here we go. Ready.
Quarterback making adjustments. To the air on 2nd down. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, it's picked off. Those kind of plays can be huge for momentum. Even with the short return, they're set up at the 45.
And this ball looks like it just got away from the quarterback. I think he made the right decision. He was going to the receiver that seemed open, but just not very accurate on the throw, and that leads to the interception.
Use the play fake, now to throw. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
It's 2nd and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. He's looking deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack 1st down. You've just thrown an incompletion, so 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
Pretty nice as a defense, right? When you can go nickel, put 5 DBs on the field and not have to blitz anyone, trusting your front 4 to get the job done on 3rd down, and they do it right there, getting the sack.
Returner runs out of bounds.
South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. Last drive ended with a pick, but you still have to attack through the air. They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34.
Tackle is made.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time, and they're able to make a quick stop.
You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
I'm not sure what the quarterback saw on that one, but that was a very quick decision to take off and run with it to try to get his offense some positive yards.
And the Bulls really need to keep this drive alive on third down. He wants to change this route. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Coming to the line of scrimmage on third down. Got it, looking for the first down. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. The Bulls will punt it away on fourth down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Turns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. East Carolina has it back, and the Purple Pirate offense will go to work. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And, man, how many times are we going to call his name today? He has been so much fun to watch. Got a couple of sacks. Add another tackle for a loss here. He has been all over the field, and he has made some serious plays for this defense.
And that is good versatility there, and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage. The Pirates come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. Smith dropping to pass. And the third down pass is incomplete.
Third and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
And the Pirates line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Kick is in the air. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. A rather unproductive series last time, 3-and-out, and they'll try to do better this time around. Looking to throw on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
The offense changing the play. Looking to fire. Buys a little time with his feet. And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Got the first down and more. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
Big 3rd down conversion, getting the ball to your running back, and he does the rest. This guy, I think, will get a lot more touches.
And you want to know why he's on the field on 3rd down? Because he can block, he can catch the ball, and you can also hand it off to him, and he can go find the sticks and keep drives alive. What a weapon.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Taylor wants to throw it. Snagged in the middle. It's Nimrod.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
Plenty of options here, run or pass on 3rd down right around midfield. From the gun, wants to pass. Bringing the heat. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on 3rd down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
Punt is in the air on 4th down. Coverage team does a good job and touches it dead. No return on this one. East Carolina sending the offense back to work. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a 1st down. Let's see if they can put something together here. Quick step and go. Out to the 35-yard line and a little extra breathing room with that 15-yard pickup.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Smith wants to throw. Got it in the middle. It's Snow. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
Zone coverage means everybody's looking at the quarterback. So now when I'm a wide receiver, I got to make sure I know I fit in the hole between these zones. I know where they're dropping to, and I know where I need to get to. Great job by the wide receiver finding that hole and the quarterback throwing a strike.
Got it behind the line. It's Johnson. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
It's a really nice job by the defense staying disciplined there, and the quarterback's trying to get it out on the right side. As soon as he makes the catch, though, down he goes. Really good job with the tackle.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Back to pass on 2nd down. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Fires toward the end zone. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. The Pirates will punt this one away.
Number 38 on to punt it away.
Steps out of bounds, and that's going to do it for the first quarter. It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. Well, based on that, we can hope to see a little more offensive explosion here in the second quarter as we get ready to get things started. They've got a first down here to open the period. Oh, not able to hold his water, and the offense will have it stepped off against them. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Running back searching for a hole. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Got it in the middle, it's Perry. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
This defense has got some monsters up front. Individual athleticism. You see guys winning their one-on-ones. They're getting pushed. They're swimming the offensive lineman and then converging on the running back.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Taylor wants to throw. Under fire. And a flag comes in as this one falls incomplete. Let's see what the call is. Remember, if your entire body is past the line of scrimmage when you throw the football, that's a penalty. He was, and the penalty will be accepted. Now trying to keep this drive alive on 3rd and long from the 45. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. What a job to lay out and make the catch. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. Man, what a great catch, but he needed to give him a chance to run with it after the grab.
Yeah, 3rd down, you need more than that. Maybe the play needs to go a little bit further down the field, but you're right, a more accurate pass maybe gives him a chance to stay on his feet and try to get the first down.
4th down and 4 yards to go. The offense will try to get it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He'll pull it down and run. Got all he needed for the first down, and then he gets down on the slide.
And that's the first down.
And the Bulls are on the move. From the gun, running back gets to give. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up there.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Well, that's just great awareness by the defense, locating the quarterback and knowing they can't get to him. They can't get the sack. Someone's got to get their hand in the air and knock it away.
It'll be 3rd and long. Making side adjustments here. Taylor wants to throw it. He lets it fly. Got it inside the 10. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got to be able to score points on this drive.
Touchdown, USF! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
And the passing game paying dividends right now for this offense. They just had a big play through the air to get him down in the situation. So let the quarterback deal. Great job reading coverage. He found his open target, accurate throw, and 2 plays, through the air, and they've got 6 points on the board.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone. It's Coleman. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20.
Offense will take over. 1st and 10.
East Carolina has it back, and the Purple Pirate offense will go to work. They're looking for something, looking for anything to try to put some kind of score on the board, down 7-0. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Caught in the backfield, it's Williams.
The pass on 2nd down was completed via the screen. No gain on the play. Make some noise. It's 3rd down.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Smith dropping to pass. Got a man, it's Coleman. That's where they'll mark him. A very productive play and a 1st down.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close, and when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through him, and guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
Leaves it with the back. Turning it on! Nice pickup there. Gets him the 1st down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Grab behind the line. It's Williams. Tried to hit him with a quick game on 1st down, and nothing doing there.
2nd down.
You know, as a quarterback, you believe in your matchup. And my running back, if I can get him the ball in space, he's going to win a lot of times. He didn't that time. The defense was ready. Nice job in the open field making the nice tackle.
Pulls it in. It's Snow. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down. And the Pirates come to the line with a new set of downs.
22 water. 22 water.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Williams. Running to Green.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this...
Bounding over the top. The Pirates, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Quarterback on the move, still looking. He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, East Carolina.
East Carolina.
Well, the defense is going to have to find it.
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. Extra point here will tie the game. And the point after is good. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, while we have a moment, let's peek in on what's going on in a big one in the American. Utah State has the lead right now. Logan has been jumping all week, but this game is hardly over. There is time left on that clock. They're up by 7 over North Texas. Ought to be fun, fellas, to see how things play out in this notable matchup in the American.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them. He hurls one deep down the left side. He's got it along the sideline. He's loose down the left side. Touchdown Bulls! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7.
South Florida, 14. East Carolina.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score.
To kick off.
He'll bring it out. It's Coleman. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15.
Offense will take over. 1st and 10.
East Carolina sending the offense back to work. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Oh, he wants it all. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on 1st down.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
The give is to Williams. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And the Pirates come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Smith wants to throw. Now adjusting. Pressure's there and he lets it go. And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
Fourth down and 3, and they'll try to pick it up. Motion from the back. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Grabbed over the middle. It's O'Brien. Has plenty for the 1st down, and they stop him at the 28.
Well, that tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it. But when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. That's caught. It's Johnson. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
The Pirates come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. To the ground to try to pick up the 1st. Everybody needs a little luck, and the offense just got it by falling on that fumble. I don't know if it was luck. And wait just a second, the official's going to take a second look at this one. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. So in their own territory, on 4th and inches, the offense will stay on the field. This quarterback part of their running game. To the 43-yard line and a 1st down for this offense.
You know, college football is so much about emotion and momentum and trying to find parts of games where you can grab it. How about going for it on 4th down on your own end of the field early like that and coming away with the first? That's huge.
Whistle blows, and this is the 2-minute timeout, and these guys have a chance to take the lead before halftime. And the Pirates will line it up on 1st and 10. Smith dropping to pass. Trying to set up the screen. He makes the stop, and a nice pickup there on 1st down. Leaves them in 2nd and manageable.
He's tackled at the 47. 2nd down.
Back to pass. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. He'll try to take it back. Touchdown, South Florida. The defense does the work itself with a pick 6. Look, I know it's only the 2nd quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Throwing right. And wings it incomplete.
I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Caught in the backfield. It's Montgomery. They'll give him 4 on that one. It's 3rd and 6.
What's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out on the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Smith wants to throw. A strike downfield. And he's marked down right there, but a good pickup, and it'll be a 1st down. We've got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. To the air on 1st down. Pressure coming. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Grabbed in the middle. It's Coleman. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking downfield on 1st down. Quickly complete. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
I'll tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands, and you saw it on that last play.
Back to throw, time running short in the half. Short throw to the sideline, picks up just a little. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
Smith dropping to pass. Here's a heat. Going downfield for the big play. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
And on fourth down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. And they weren't able to get him in the middle of the field, so now a 49-yarder from the right hash. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Now on fourth down, here comes the field goal team. And they weren't able to get him in the middle of the field, so now a 49-yarder from the right hash. And that is no good. And after the miss, it's still a 14-point game.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Caught near the sticks. It's Ford. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays.
Timeout, USF.
One more snap coming before halftime.
Single.
Wants to go up top on first down. Trying to make magic with his feet. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
24, East Carolina, 7.
The Bulls will line up to kick off and start the second half. From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. There he goes, open it up. A dynamic return, explosive, and got loose on this kick coverage team, and they were barely able to keep him from taking it all the way. And they will open this drive right on the doorstep with a 1st and goal. The option look. Now the toss. Touchdown, ECU! Excellent pass by the back on the option.
I think it's easy to say, run the option, run the option. Well, you got to be able to see it quickly and make quick decisions. Nice job by the QB, getting the ball to his playmaker. He catches it. He can do the rest. Takes it to the house for 6.
And he added the extra point. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Perry. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground.
Florida Bulls will take over 1st and 10.
South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. They're still holding the lead, but hoping to flex a little muscle on this drive. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty.
Let's go. Break. Single. White 29.
Gives it on the option. Runs through a tackle. And he'll be smacked to the ground.
Man, is it nice to be able to hand the football to a guy that can break tackles, that can make something out of nothing. Just, it makes it so much easier on offense. You can hit that big play, the big home run. Just the ability to break tackles can make a back really special.
Rides the back and leaves it. He's out past the 35. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
And the Bulls just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Out of the gun to give to the back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Brought down.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you could tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down.
282 Monster Indy. Set.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. The Bulls lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. They'll try to run for it. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
And that's what I love about this offense, man. They run the football and get first downs. They throw the football and get first downs. So much balance. That's why they're the #2 offense in all of college football getting first downs. They are so hard to defend.
And the Bulls look to keep this drive humming.
Here we go.
Soften them up with a run. Now to throw. Quarterback gets the first down. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit.
He can throw it. He can buy time. He can run it. What can't he do? This guy's so talented. When he does stuff like this, there's no way to stop it. There's no way to coach a defense up against this. He's just really fast, and I can't catch him.
The Bulls come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Rides the back on the option. The give. Got enough space. Touchdown Bulls. Great job by the back on the option. I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with the touchdown.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. East Carolina has it back, and the Purple Pirate offense will go to work. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Smith wants to throw. He's got an open man. Spins away from one. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. The big gain on offense, and the play will stand. The offense declines the penalty. As a defense, you hate to let them move the chains on a penalty, but that's what they did. It's 1st and 10.
Let's go.
The give is to Williams. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. The Pirates racing to the line in the hurry-up. He'll run it again. Across the field. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Purple Pirates. And they take it in for 6 more points.
And the offense continues to run the football. The second rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
And the extra point cuts the lead to 7, 28-21. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Week to week, it's so tough to figure the Mountain West, which is why this one is notable. Air Force is getting whooped today, and at some point, this comes down to preparation. Are you prepared to play? Clearly, the answer today is a big fat no. They're trailing by 28 to San Jose State. Any change of momentum, any notable highlights from Mountain West country, we'll let you know, fellas.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls' offense will return to the field. They still have the lead, but they need to respond to that last score. They'll go to the ground. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
He'll try to do it himself. They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain.
And, man, does he keep you honest. Just a guy that can run the football, that can make plays with his legs. You've seen it throughout the day. Listen, this wasn't a big play, but it can be death by 1,000 cuts. He just continues to scramble, make plays, make you defend his feet for a whole game.
They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
I know that wasn't a huge, sexy gain. I know not everybody's jumping up and down, but what it does do is put you in a great position to succeed on 2nd down. 2nd and 10, really hard. 3rd and 10, really hard. Now you're in a manageable situation. It really gives you the whole playbook.
Here comes the heat. The sure hands, it's Nimrod. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
And the Bulls are marching down the field. He'll pull it on the read. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Taylor wants to throw. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This game just feels so different than it did in the first half. After that incompletion, now setting up 4th down, they only have a 1-possession lead. Things were looking so much better earlier in the game. They're going to have to get it together throwing the football if they want to win this game.
Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. East Carolina sending the offense back to work. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Man, the defense smells blood in the water. You can tell. They are getting to this quarterback over and over and over. They've already sacked him a couple times. They're just winning up front. They almost got another sack on that last one.
Oh, he's got some space. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels.
Defensively, you'll take the slow death. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making them run to guys, and get him on the ground, for goodness sakes. This guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Now the play fake. Quick strike complete. And out of bounds right at the 12-yard line.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Looking to throw on first down. Tight end finds a soft spot. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
Well, the tight end shows off his speed. See his ability there to separate from the defender trying to cover him on that drag route.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Smith dropping to pass. Going for 6. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. The 40. Past the 30. The 10. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, USF. It is one thing to come up with the interception. No, don't stop there. Turn it into a score.
Make a big play and don't be content. That's right. Go out and make an even bigger play, and he does it. He makes the pick and then takes it all the way back to the house. Looked like a wide receiver, for goodness sakes. Turn it on the Jets, making the big play.
35, East Carolina, 21.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. East Carolina has it back, and the Purple Pirate offense will go to work. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive, throwing a pick 6, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
He'll get rid of it. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. Not a lot on the return, but they can live with that as they've got it at the 49.
Well, coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Taylor wants to throw it. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
It'll be 3rd and long. They'll run play action. He lobs one high down the left side. Grabs it inside the 10.
Well, these two have been absolutely unstoppable in this game, and it just feels like every time this guy drops back to throw, he's throwing it to one guy and one guy only. The defense cannot stop him. He has been a matchup nightmare all game long.
After that huge gain, now a chance to cash it in from just outside the 5.
Check. White 94 Slider. Black 93 Wizard. Red 54.
Early movement on the offense will push them back a bit. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The Bulls will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown Bulls! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. Lining up to add another. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Number 7 set to kick this one away.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The give is to Williams. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily and, more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play.
Looking deep. And that one's incomplete as they tried to hit him with a big play on the final snap of the third quarter. Fourth quarter is coming up. These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. One final period to play, and we'll see who can grab that W as we start the fourth. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Smith wants to throw. He's not afraid to go deep. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring in third.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he's had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Palmer. They've done what they wanted in the first half and starting off the second half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different playmakers all over the field.
Rides to the back. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Makes the grab. It's Williams. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
Gain of 7. Offense facing 4th down.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. The incomplete pass ends a frustrating series, and they turn it over on downs.
It is what it is. There's no pressure. This game's over. You're up by a ton of points. They're not going to come back here in the fourth quarter, so you're just trying to put up more stats. And listen, stats count. We all count our stats. At the end of the season, we look up, you got 1,000 yards receiving. All these plays still matter.
They get to him as he throws. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the fourth.
They almost had another interception. Is everybody clear on who's wearing which colored jerseys?
And this game's starting to tick away for this offense, and they're getting in desperation mode. They've got to be able to find a way to make plays in the pocket. It's not going to be the scrambles out wide. You need passing plays deep down the field. They've got to find some way to attack this secondary.
He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
On fourth down, looking for the completion. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Pirates want to move quickly. Looking for a crease. It's Montgomery. Able to squeeze out a couple on the play. It's down at the 35.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score. The Pirates have this offense rolling. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Floating away. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. He's got him. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Working well behind the sticks on second down.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
It's got to be frustrating to be this quarterback in this game, too. He just has never had confidence being able to step up in the pocket and deliver throws. When he gets flushed, they're still taking away all the throws down the field. It's just been one of those days.
Picks up enough to give them first and 10 from the 11. And the Pirates come to the line with a new set of downs. Smith dropping to pass. Here's the pressure. The little soft flip pass falls incomplete.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up.
Touchdown, Pirates! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. These two have spent plenty of time together. That was almost telepathic, David.
No doubt, and quarterbacks and wide receivers throw all off-season to get on the same page. You can see he hits him in stride. That's why he gets the touchdown.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23.
Will take over. First and 10.
South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. That last drive was promising at times, but Starr breaks into the open. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And it's really nice to have a workhorse running back that you know you can feed and get productive gain after gain. Now over 100 yards. You've already got some separation on the scoreboard. I would continue to feed this workhorse.
And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team.
Let's go. Talk about having 1 foot in the grave. This was almost over. They're up by 2 possessions in the fourth quarter, and they got the football. Thank goodness they're choosing to throw the football, not run the clock. Man, we needed that pick. Now it's the offense's turn to go out and make something happen.
And look, this guy has some serious moves, and he tried all of them and still didn't get loose. Now on second down. Smith wants to throw. Slings it downfield. Catch in the middle. It's Snow. This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that first down. New set of downs after the completion.
Here we go. Ready, go.
Wants to throw on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Coleman. He's brought down, but what a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. The Pirates are in the hurry-up. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Got out of trouble and throws. And it's another interception as his assault on the record book continues. Got some room to run. Takes it back to the 24-yard line, and this defense loves to feast on takeaways. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
Gives it on the option. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
And the Bulls are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout called.
Timeout, South Florida.
The Bulls come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Complete on 3rd down. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. That penalty cost him a 3rd down conversion, and now they'll have to try it from a little farther away. They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. Taylor wants to throw. Buys a little extra time. Fires on the move. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers and he couldn't hold on. And the Bulls will line up to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy.
Goes out of bounds.
East Carolina sending the offense back to work. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you know, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
On fourth down, they're taking to the air. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. Great place to start for this offense. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
How about this running back dragging a toe and getting it inbound?
Showing off the wide receiver skills. You know, running backs are so talented nowadays, and you split them out as a wide receiver so much, and he showed it there. He could play wide out easily with a nice catch, nice awareness.
Looking for room. It's 4. At the 20, he's got space. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, South Florida. They push the lead out here in the fourth quarter and close to getting back on track and going 2-1.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. East Carolina has it back, and the Purple Pirate offense will go to work. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Smith dropping to pass. On the run, still looking. He's taking a deep shot. Snags it inside the 20. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17.
You know, as the head coach of this team, this is one positive you're going to take away from this game, is that your players don't quit, and they're still willing to fight. There's obviously a lot of...
Intercepted for the 11th time this season.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
The Bulls line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. 153. Looks as if he's going to run it. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down.
Man, the evolution of the quarterback position. Basically, you should call them running backs who throw the ball really well now.
And, guys, you know the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play because you've sort of left the defensive line gassed trying to run down the quarterback.
Oh, you got to be in shape, chasing him around all day on design runs, on scrambles, and you know, it's just, and the +1 advantage you get by having that guy. It's so hard to defend.